Now, let's move to the second topic, water pollution and water hazards and pollutants. First of all, what is water pollution? Water pollution occurs when harmful substances, often chemicals or microorganisms, contaminate a stream, river, lake, ocean, aquifer, or other body of water, degrading water quality and causing toxic effects to humans or the environment. This definition has to be mastered. As we can see from these two pictures, water can be easily contaminated. But why? Why is that? As we know that water is a universal solvent. It's able to dissolve more substances than any other liquid on Earth. It's also why water is so easily polluted. Toxic substances from farms, towns, and factories readily dissolve into water and mix with the water, causing pollution. There are three different types of water pollutants: physical contaminants, chemical pollutants, and biological pollutants. The physical ones are mainly non-soluble pollutants. They are suspended solids, thermal pollution, and radioactive contaminants. Chemical ones are due to the chemical release into the water body, such as Minamata incident. The third one, biological pollutants, they are mainly from human and animal feces, sewage, livestock, biological products, pharmaceutical ones, and industrial wastewater. Those water pollutants can cause pollution hazards one by one. First of all, biological hazards. Biological contamination is the most common hazard to residents to cause prevalence of waterborne infectious diseases. This waterborne disease will be discussed in the later chapters. For now, you can just remember that waterborne infectious diseases, including diseases such as cholera, typhoid, dysentery, hepatitis, and other intestinal infectious diseases. And there's also a video that you can check on how the polluted water can harm people's health. Biological pollution occurs when pathogens enter our waterway. Biological pollution causes more human health problems than any other form of water pollution. Water treatment reduces biological pollution. Those water treatments including water disinfection. The second type is the chemical hazards. Chemical hazards occur when harmful chemicals are released into waterways. They can be organic ones or inorganic ones. They can harm ecosystems and cause human health problems. There are four main types of chemical hazards. First of all, the mercury or methylmercury. As we mentioned before, Minamata disease is one of the most famous damages caused by mercury poisoning. Mercury poisoning mainly causes damage to neural systems. More details can be found in the video uploaded with the symptoms. You are encouraged to look at that video and then you can understand better about the mercury poisoning. The second one is the phenolic. Phenolic can come from industrial wastewater from chemical plants, pharmaceutical plants, oil refineries, synthetic fiber plants, dye works. They have two types of poisoning. The acute poisoning including profuse sweating, pulmonary edema, dysphagia, and liver and other organ damages, and diarrhea. Chronic poisoning manifested as memory loss, skin rashes, anemia, and other symptoms. So they are different on acute or chronic poisonings. They have different symptoms. The third type is cadmium. Cadmium can come from non-ferrous metal smelters, electroplaning factories, copper, cadmium, alloy factory, plants, and other industrial wastewater containing cadmium. Cadmium mainly causes symptoms on bone and kidney damages. They have the symptoms of pain in initially low back pain, and then gradually this pain can expand it to the whole body. In Japan, there is a disease called itai disease. In Japanese, itai means hurt. So it's because cadmium poisoning can cause really painful effects. That's why the disease is called itai disease in Japanese. And the fourth one is PCB. PCB is short for polychlorinated biphenyl. They can come from the industries for increasing agents, insulating material, high-temperature lubricants, rubber softeners and paints, inks, and other additives. The symptoms of poisoning are mainly rash, pigmentation, anemia, weakness, vomiting, and even liver damages. Moreover, PCB can enter the fetus through the placental barrier, so pregnant women should be more careful with this one. Other chemicals that have an adverse effect on health are listed below. Finally, the physical hazards. The first one is thermal pollution. Those thermal pollution are mainly from the industrial cooling water, power plants, cooling water discharge. Water temperature increase will lead to the following consequences. First one, to speed up water evaporation, and the second one, to increase the speed of chemical reaction in water. The third one, to reduce the dissolved oxygen content, and the fourth one, to accelerate algae growth, and the fifth one, detrimental effects on fish due to the low oxygen content and low spaces for growth due to the algae growth. Finally,